So, what is a superficial relationship? What is a surface level relationship look like? It doesn't need to be romantic, but I know that's what you're probably thinking about. A surface level connection with anybody is never diving deeper than small talk, never being vulnerable and never being open, never allowing someone into your internal world, the world that only you know, the thoughts that only you think. Now, what does that look like in a relationship? That looks like texting for 5 minutes, talking whenever you see each other. But how do you get past that? How do you get past just the surface level and break the iceberg and go deeper into it? That's by being open yourself. You don't wait for someone else to be open. You take the leap. I want to say scared, but there's a better word for what I'm trying to think of. You take that leap of faith. You take that. You step into the fear. That's the word. You step into the fear and into the uncomfortability of being vulnerable, of allowing yourself to be judged or looked differently or negatively impacted by you, any negative emotion and thought. By allowing yourself to be open and vulnerable, you allow deeper connection. And the other person is not going to ask that from you. Because we all have subconscious, silent barriers that we give each other and that we give ourselves. If you say, I'm not comfortable to talk about my past history, well, then no one's ever going to ask you about it. You're never going to get past any deeper level than, hey, how are you today? Oh, my day was good. Last week I did this, da-da-da-da. And then you're going to think months from later, like, man, why don't they want to get to know me more? Why don't they want to know me on a deeper level? Why is it just surface level stuff? Why does it feel superficial? It's because you placed that barrier months ago that it's not okay to open up, to get to know you more, to get deeper info, to take this past and level up the connection between each other. So, how do you know if you are in a superficial relationship? Like I said earlier, the texting, the short times of talking, the short conversations, the fleeting highs and buys, right? I mean, that's obvious, I hope. But also, it's time, it's presence. A person will never feel valued in your life, in your significant schedule, in your busy life, if you don't put time and effort into it. It's like watering a plant. If you forget to water that plant, then you won't see it grow in the future. If you give it too little water, it will start to die. If you give it too much water, it'll dilute and still die. So there's a happy balance between being open and vulnerable while still keeping the small talk, while still keeping it fun and lively, and not going too deep into your emotions, but still allowing yourself to be open to be hurt by others through expressing your experience and your thoughts. Oh, so itchy. Every time that you do this, that you create a scenario where you allow yourself to be open and vulnerable, no matter how someone might react, they could react positively or they could react negatively. You shouldn't take it as a personal attack. Even though it was something personal that you shared, it was not a personal attack. It just shows you that this person does not want to take it further than you do. Does not want to be on the same level of relation, of connection that you want to be on. And that's okay. That means that person isn't for you. Wash your hands and leave the relationship peacefully. Leave the connection in a good term. If you don't, that's okay. I mean, you'll never see this person ever again, right? their life is just as insignificant as yours, and you leaving this person, or you dropping this person out of your life, has no meaning or significance. Now you might say, but I've known this person for 10 years, Augustine. Are you kidding me? I can't just leave this 10-year relationship. Actually, you can. And it's that easy as to say, I'm no longer going to talk to you anymore. Or we're no longer friends. There was no reason for me to just act like this out of the blue. But I'm trying to make better decisions for my life. I'm trying to make better connections and deeper ones. And unfortunately, you just haven't made the cut. Now that might sound very, very harsh, but you need to be for the things that you want in life. You need to be decisive. And these superficial relationships that you keep around you just because they're the only connection that you can make, well, those same connections are stopping you from making the connection that you want, because they are the placeholders. If you only have room for one friend, and that one friend isn't meeting your expectations in connection, well, then how can you meet another friend that does meet your expectations if you only have room for one? You need to get rid of that one so the spot's open, so you could get someone else to fill that spot and be a better connection towards you, have better relations with you. I hope that makes sense. I mean, I'm pretty sure it did. When you understand that you have the power to either create better connection or sever it completely, you bring more power to yourself, and you bring more awareness to your environment. If someone else notices that you expect these specific things in your friendships, in your connections, in your romantic interests, well, that's going to shy away everyone who's not and attract everyone who is. In order to have room to grow in these connections, you need to have openness and vulnerability, which allows yourself to be hurt, which allows yourself to be attacked. But the same goes for the other person. Just because you're ready to take it on a deeper level, it doesn't mean they are. And whether they like it or not, when you express yourself in these situations openly and in a vulnerable state, that doesn't mean telling your life story, but it means just explaining your reality a little bit more. You could be like, oh yeah, something really bad happened in my life recently. Oh yeah, that really sucks. I hope you were better at that or whatever. Yeah. Or the same scenario. Man, my brother just passed away a couple weeks ago. I'm finding it really difficult to cope, and I've been crying a lot, and I'm trying to manage it a little better. Now, you didn't go too deeply into the details, but you don't need to. You just created that openness and connections, and someone else could be like, well, you know what? I completely understand. Because this person also, so I know what you're feeling, I know what you're going through. And if you need anyone to talk to, just talk to me. I'll be there. You changed the connection and relationship you had with this person by divulging a small piece of information without going too deep into it. And you don't need to go too deep into it. But you sever it, you make it superficial when you're like, oh, you know, something really bad happened today, so I can't talk to you. You don't think the other person's curious. You don't think that they want to know. Or maybe you don't feel like it's safe for them to know, or you don't feel comfortable enough to know. And that's something that you need to get past. You know, connection requires two people. So I'm pretty sure I said it before, but a friendship is two people, but it only takes one person to break it. That person may be you, or maybe someone else. But whatever you're looking for in these relationships, whatever you're looking for in these connections, whether it's superficial or a deeper, more involved one, that's up for you to decide. And at some point in your life, in your connection, in your relationship, in your environment, you decided, hey, I don't want to get past this uncomfortability with you. I don't want to be more comfortable with you. I don't want to be deeper with you. I don't want to express more feelings with you. And that's just how it's going to be. That's what a superficial relationship is. And these are some of the ways that you can know that you're in one, that you're expressing the wrong things that you want. You know, if you have a superficial relationship and you are in these scenarios that I explained already, and you realize, wait a minute, I'm not creating connection, I'm actually severing it. It's different for everyone, and it's up to you to decide whether you want to create a deeper one or you want to keep it at the place that you are. If you're not ready, that's okay. You're not ready. But even being vulnerable and open, being like, you know what, I really want to get a deeper connection with you, but I'm just not ready to be more expressive. That in itself creates a deeper connection. Because again, you're allowing them into your thoughts and into your reality. You're allowing them in just a little bit, even if it's nothing. You're like, oh, they wouldn't want to know. They don't need to want to know. They'll know anyways because you tell them. And from there, you'll be able to see if they want the same thing, if they dismiss you, if they decide to take it as an attack or not take it at all. And you can use your own intuition, your own clarity, your own knowledge, your own understanding, and be like, wait, this person cares about me, or this person doesn't care about me, or this person is invested as me, or this person isn't as invested in me as I am in them. By allowing yourself to be open and vulnerable, even in these superficial relationships, you allow yourself to understand the other person, and they will show their true colors, whether they realize it or not. If this message resonated in any way, I'd love you to like, share, and subscribe. Share so that the same things that I'm telling you, other people can understand, and that you will help realize their mistakes or their flaws or their unknown barriers that they're putting into these relationships that they want so badly. If you have anything to say, please let me know down in the comments below. My name is Augustin, and this is just for clarity. Thank you so much for being here.